Are these guys just playing?
Welcome inside the PSM Ice House, which is located in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We have a matchup between the Fort Wayne Rivermen and the Dayton Bombers, and it really is almost the senior team against a newcomer. This is Dayton's first season playing box lacrosse, and yesterday they narrowly lost 9-7 to Queen City. And as for Fort Wayne, well, they're also winless on the season, looking to pick up that first win of the season, a 20-12 loss against Columbus, and a 13-10 loss to Queen City as well. So both of these teams looking to get in the win column, and it's going to be a good one today. And for Fort Wayne, it really starts with Mason Barney. He's really been the catalyst to their offense, scored a couple of goals and against Columbus and Queen City. As for Dayton, again, a very new team, kind of mixed with experience and a little bit of inexperience as well. A tall team compared against Fort Wayne, who likes to shoot the ball, and that starts with Kyle Gehring. He is a forward, but is also the general manager for the team, a lefty ripper. You don't see that too often in lacrosse. Normally, players are right-handed, so expect him to get in the offense and shoot the lights out in this game. Should be a good one as the players are lining up for the national anthem. The teams are just about ready to get started here in Fort Wayne, located at the PSM Ice House. Dayton Bombers against the Fort Wayne Rivermen. Again, both teams looking for their first win of the season. This should be a fantastic game. An afternoon start, so not too early, not too late as well, just in time to get underway. And it will be Fort Wayne in their green uniforms, Dayton in the white uniforms. Fort Wayne going right to left, and Dayton going left to right. Is Dayton getting some last-minute instructions in their huddle? And this Fort Wayne roster is larger, almost double the amount of players on Fort Wayne's roster compared to Dayton. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Fort Wayne might be able to keep refreshing their players, whereas Dayton might have to be strategic with who they put out on the floor. But it is box lacrosse, and it moves wicked fast, so expect to be a good one today. First face-off just about to get started as both players line up and the referee tells them to get set. And we are underway from the PSM Ice House. And it is Fort Wayne who controlled it originally in a shovel shot pass. Finds it all the way back to the Dayton netminder. A little bit of sloppiness early on. And it's Fort Wayne who collects it first, David Kepner. Again, great reaction play from Dayton. However, a foul called, and so Kepner gets it right back for Fort Wayne. Their first real offensive possession to start this one. They scored double-digit goals in both of their teams so far and looking to do more of the same today. Fort Wayne being patient early on. Rise the lane, shoots. That's Gehring. Fires it just wide. Now lefty Ripper already proving to be one of the key things to look out for in this game. Garrett plays defense, shoves one of the Dayton players, and goes back to the bench. And this is Dayton's first real offensive possession of the game. Scored 7 goals yesterday in a 9-7 loss to Queen City. Both of these teams played pretty well against Queen City, although both ended in losses. So hoping to get on the scoreboard and in the win column today. And that's a nice save there from John Below, his first of the day. Fort Wayne breaking out through Miller. Passes it inside to Lane. Fort Wayne just really taking their time with on offense too, spreading out all the players, not clumped in the middle. Off the screen, Bolton shoots. It's saved again and brought in by Dayton. Back-to-back possessions where Dayton has stood tall in the net. Lane shoves one of the Dayton players down and gets the ball back for Fort Wayne. They're on the attack yet again. Passes it outside to Reyes. As more and more players are coming onto the field now. Reyes back to net, hands it off to Lane. Spins it outside to Peel. Right side inside to Peel, shoots a ripper, and it trickles in. Eric Peel with time and space in the middle. No one picked him up, and he puts Fort Wayne in front, 1-0, really early on in this first quarter. Well, Peel scored against the Columbus Coyotes. A little bouncer shot, and that one also had the inklings of a bouncer shot as well. Tried to fire it low. That's one of the techniques a lot of box lacrosse players use because the way it bounces off the field, it can be hard for a goalie to keep it out. And that's exactly what Peel did. 1-0 Fort Wayne over Dayton. And this isn't the first time that Fort Wayne has had a lead. They scored first in their opening game against the Columbus Coyotes, 1-0 early on in the first quarter, but that was their only lead of the game, so looking to add on another one to solidify their extra lead with 2. But here comes Dayton on the attack. On the floor, being patient in possession, gets shoved against the boards. And the whistle blows from the referee, so a time for Dayton to really get their offensive set. Townsend fires it down low. Dayton scans. Bombers using the width of the field, really. Martini wriggles it free on the left side, has a lane, bounces a shot, and that one goes just wide as well. So the bouncer really coming into play for both teams. Little scrum near the crease. Ball still loose. And it's Fort Wayne with possession. So a couple minutes into this contest, and Fort Wayne has stood tall on defense numerous times and looking to add on to the attack. Barney, who has already 3 goals this season. Fort Wayne using the width of the field as well. Sullivan, down low to Barney, rips a shot, and it goes in. Yet another goal from Fort Wayne. They're 2-0 up 5 minutes into this contest. And they go to Mason Barney, who now has 4 goals on the season. And that was similar to the opening goal scored by Peel as well. Just a low shot that's difficult for goalies to save. Even though the net is smaller, it's much difficult to get down there and save that ball. Little scrum near the Dayton bench. Ball still loose before Fort Wayne picks it up through Barney. Just scored moments ago, but a whistle blown from the referee. It's Dayton's turn to go on offense and go on the attack. Down 2-0. They haven't had too many opportunities in the offensive end. This time it looks like it'll be a power play as well. A little 5-on-4 action for Dayton, possibly maybe one of their best chances to get on the score sheet. Townsend sprinkles it out the right side. Schroeder hands it left, a shot. That bounces all the way back to the defensive end. Fort Wayne comes up with it. A spin move inside from Reyes, loses the ball momentarily, still has it, is double teamed, and finally breaks free. And passes it off to Kepner, who's just going to eat away some of this power play clock. A smart move from the lefty. He shovel shots it outside. On the left side comes Lane. Drives all the way to the crease. Bounces a shot. Saved again. And Dayton comes up with possession. Still time on the power play for them to get on the board. Townsend, the 6'3" forward from Mason, Ohio, trying to kickstart the attack. Again, it's great defensive stand from Fort Wayne. They're coming the other way. Momentarily loses it. Sullivan picks it up. A scrum in the middle. The referee blows the whistle for play to be dead. Fort Wayne up 2-0 with 8:30 left to play in the first quarter. Well, the Rivermen showing all of their experience right now. They are part of the Senior B team in the BLL, whereas Dayton Bombers, they're new to box lacrosse, playing in the NABLL, playing in their inaugural season. Only 13 players showed up for the first of 2 tryouts for them a couple months ago. But they're underway in their first season in box lacrosse. And they're hanging with the big boys right now as well. Fort Wayne, though, up 2-0. Dayton still looking for their first goal of the game. Bombers being patient. It's back to even strength as well. 5-on-5 action. Martini spreads it down low. Below, looked like he got a stick to it and comes the other way is Fort Wayne. Outside. Shielding the ball is Nitchter. Still has it on the right side or the left side and passes it up top to Peel, who opened the scoring for Fort Wayne a couple minutes ago. Fort Wayne really utilizing spread out. And here's Peel again, finds the angle, bounces one, and that one goes in the bottom corner as well. Eric Peel, the catalyst for Fort Wayne. 2 goals on the day for him to put Fort Wayne up 3-0 about midway through the first quarter. That was great play from Fort Wayne, really utilizing basically spreading out their entire offense. No one getting too clumped in the middle. But here comes Dayton right off the face-off. John Belote stands tall in net and makes the save. Barney collects and springs it to the middle. A spin move from Reyes and slows things down, allows for the transition players to come in. Reyes dishes it outside to Sullivan. Down low to Barney. Quick ball movement from Fort Wayne inside the middle. A lefty shot or righty shot. Saved. Goes right back to Fort Wayne. They've been really relentless in transition. Kepner getting involved there and making sure that the Rivermen get the ball back. It's a little too aggressive there from Fort Wayne, and so Dayton yet again going on the power play. Were 0 for 1 in their previous attempt, but did generate some good looks, especially down low near the crease. Townsend on the charge, back in the middle, down low. Pass goes wide, and it's Fort Wayne on the break with numbers, 2-on-1. Right side takes it himself, shoots, and gets it in. Turning defense into offense, Fort Wayne goes the distance for their 4th goal of the game. And the Rivermen are feeling themselves up 4-0 over the Bombers. Dayton, though, still on the power play, so that actually was a shorthanded goal, which you don't really see too often as well. Schroeder for Dayton. Slows things down, allows for numbers to come in for the Bombers. Schroeder again steps into a shot and gets it in. There you go, Dayton. Schroeder seemed as if he was going to pass the ball outside, but took it himself, stepped down with the lefty snipe, and found the back of the net for Dayton's first goal of the game. Fort Wayne still leads 4-1. Chandler Schroeder, known for playing defense, as Dayton almost got another one there. Found himself in the attack and was able to get Dayton on the board. But here comes Fort Wayne. Bolton spins, loses the ball, and it's picked up by Dayton. Fort Wayne wins it right back. Barney, the righty forward, gets it from Gehring, the GM. Timon rips one, bounces wide, and goes what's one-handed snag, but he loses the ball, and here comes Dayton yet again. Oh, this game has certainly started to pick up. Dayton with not too many offensive numbers, so Martini, the 5'9" forward, slows things down. Everyone clumped up in the middle, a behind-the-back shot. That one goes wide. Spinning away, just has to get rid of the ball before a shot clock violation. And it's Fort Wayne's ball the other way. Reyes. Up top to Peel. And that one goes in as well. No angle, no problem for Fort Wayne. The 5th goal of the first quarter, really feeling themselves. It seems almost every time that they're going on offense, they're finding a way to get in the back of the net. Back at the face-off, and it's Fort Wayne who wins it yet again. Just relentless pressure from the Rivermen. Up 4 goals, the largest lead of the game for them. Peel feeds it inside, a bouncing shot, and that one trickles into the back of the net as well. Fort Wayne really turning on the Jets in this first quarter with almost 3.5 left to play, and they're up 6-1 over Dayton. There's not much the Dayton defense can do right now, again, playing in their first season of box lacrosse. And the pressure is just relentless from Fort Wayne, winning it again from the face-off. Warner feeds it back outside to Sullivan on the right side. A little 1-2 action on the left. A spinning shot by and he goes in. Well, A.J. Warner adds a 7th for Fort Wayne, and it's just goal after goal after goal for Fort Wayne. Well, Fort Wayne is only 5 goals away from scoring their most to the start of this season. Scored 12 against Columbus and 10 against Queen City. They're 5 away from equaling that, and they want more. Gehring shoots. That one goes wide right. Picked up again by Fort Wayne. Everything seemed going right for the Rivermen. Kepner down low to Gehring. Lefty inside, shoots. Saved again. Schroeder almost with the rebound. Barney picks it up. Time and space. Dives into the crease. That one somehow kept out before the rebound. Fort Wayne almost with a spectacular play through Barney. Inches away from adding on to their 8th. It should have been possession after possession for the Rivermen. But Dayton responds right there. Hold on a second. You can't count the Bombers out just yet. Momentum everything in lacrosse. And Dayton gets on the score sheet. As the horn sounds in PSM Ice House, Fort Wayne up 7-2 over Dayton, and that'll end the first quarter.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Back at the PSM Ice House for the second quarter, Fort Wayne leads Dayton 7-2, and it really blew away midway through when Fort Wayne went on a 5-goal scoring run before Dayton would pull one back to end the quarter with 2 goals. The largest lead of the day was 6 for Fort Wayne. However, that deficit now stands at 5 for the Bombers to overcome. And for Fort Wayne, you really couldn't ask for a better start. Their only lead of the season was a 1-0 lead over the Columbus Coyotes. And right now they're 5 goals to the good as the second quarter is just about to get underway. The only thing that Fort Wayne might want to clean up on is the penalties. Had 2 chances they gave away through a power play. Dayton was able to capitalize on one of those. A false start here from Dayton. So it's the Rivermen who are going left to right in their green uniforms this time on the offense to start the second quarter. Quick ball movement again. Finds Nitchter on the right. That one just inches away from finding the back of the net as well. The ball just finding itself all the way down in the offensive zone as the Bombers collect. Townsend sprinkles it off on the outside to Markham. Right side, Ripper. That one just wide. The ball bounces all the way back to the defensive zone. Fort Wayne on the attack again. Reyes, time and space, side hands it off. Fort Wayne really doing a good job of being spread out right now. Barney steps into a shot. The rebound almost bounces home. Inches away from Sullivan, adding an 8th. Kepner down low to Gehring, who serves as the GM, showing experience, spins inside. His shot bounces wide. Barney with the rebound. Up top to Reyes. Almost had an angle to shoot. Instead hands it off to Barney, who rips one. That one bounces just into the crease. And Dayton netminder standing on his head. That shot really had some emphasis on it from Barney. Has 4 goals this season for Fort Wayne. He added one, the second one of this game. And now Fort Wayne goes onto the power play. Their first chance at 5-on-4 lacrosse this game. We saw what the Rivermen can do on the defensive side on a 5-on-4. Now let's see what they can do on the offensive side. Patience is key with the power play because you have one more player. Barney rips one. A low shot. The right idea from Barney. That's something that we've seen from both teams this game. Fire it low. Spaeth on the breakout for the Bombers. Dayton just trying to ease away some of this power play clock as well as Townsend steps back to the left. Fires it across outside to Schroeder. Back to net. Ball in his left hand. Almost passed it to Shackelford. Instead goes down left side. Dayton just has to get rid of the ball too before the shot clock expires, but Fort Wayne's still on the power play. Just one shot from Barney on the extra man opportunity so far. And it is Barney who had that shot just a minute or so ago take it up the court. Crosses halfway and gives it off to Kepner. He feeds it down low. Barney, left side. Steps into a shot as Peel. And that one stings the bottom left corner. Eric Peel has a hat trick, and it's just the second quarter. Fort Wayne extends its lead back up to 6. And the Rivermen lead the Bombers 8-2. And that's a Peel power play goal as well. So one power play for Fort Wayne and one goal already. The Rivermen are hungry for more, but it's the Bombers who come away with it. Had numbers just for a second, but couldn't quite control it. It was Townsend who spins and goes himself. It's saved by Belote. The rebound goes to Fort Wayne. But they give it right back. Markham steals the pass. Being hounded on the left side. Passes it all the way outside to Schroeder who shoots. Belote yet again makes the save. That's back-to-back chances. Dayton could have got on the score sheet. Just a missed opportunity for them. Simon Watson on the other end for Fort Wayne. Thought he might have had a breakaway, but the referee pulls things back. And it's a power play for Dayton. Dayton 1 for 2 on the extra man in this game so far. Townsend the forward to start things off the power play for the Bombers. He's got some size to him. He's 6'3". He can really bully it in. Schroeder on the wing. Inside middle, Townsend goes to the left. Schroeder back again, fires it inside. The idea was right from Schroeder, just couldn't quite connect with Markham on the inside. And Fort Wayne snags the ball up, and they're going the other way in transition. Reyes, one of the players who likes to bring it up in transition for Fort Wayne, one of the forwards. He wanted the ball back instead. He's going to go on the left side. Dayton still on the power play, but couldn't quite find the back of the net. Just one shot on the extra man opportunity. And that shot, or that pass, is just dumped into the corner by Lane. Bombers the other way. Just taking a rather slow approach, wanting to make sure that everybody's set up on offense. Martini almost had a rip, instead gives it off to Schroeder, who has one of the 2 goals for Dayton today. And that ball is going to trickle all the way back across the midfield line. And that's going to turn possession over. Fort Wayne is going to go on the offense. Well, a couple minutes into the second quarter, Fort Wayne up 8-2 over Dayton. Only 1 goal scored in his second quarter. Kepner trying to change that. His low shot is saved. and collected by the Bombers. Markham, the 6'3" transition player, feeds it down low. Left side, work the angle. Try to give it back to Markham. He finds a pass. Instead, a shot. And that one trickles in the back of the net. An emphatic goal from the Bombers to cut the deficit to 5. And about midway through the second quarter, they have 3 goals now. Fort Wayne still leads 8-3. Those are the goals that you love to see from Dayton as well. The initial shot saved, the rebound goes home, and here comes Townsend. Down low the right side. Dayton had numbers for a second, just couldn't quite pan things out. Barney, the righty forward, hands it up to Lane. 1-on-1, shoots! Saved! What a play by the Dayton netminder. And now it's Dayton the other turn with a 1-on-1 shot. Boy, both goalies really standing tall as things are starting to pick up at the PSM Ice House. Dayton on the attack. 2 goals scored in this first quarter, 1 by each team. That's a nice spin move by Gehring. Try to feed it up the field. An errant pass hits off the boards. And Dayton wins possession back. A one-man show and decides to shoot it himself and somehow gets it in. Well, that play was pure grit from the Bombers. Picks it up in the midfield. Seemed like he had no chance because 5 players were on him. But all of a sudden, Dayton, with momentum, they now trail by 4 with 8 minutes in the second quarter. And it seems as if Fort Wayne calls a timeout just wanting to talk things over because the momentum all with the Bombers. Just out of the timeout, Fort Wayne leads Dayton 8-4. And Fort Wayne had to call a timeout because Dayton had scored 2 goals in consecutive possessions. The momentum certainly with the Bombers. Fort Wayne in the green uniforms, Dayton in the whitish ones. And it's Dayton yet again who has the ball. Martini, forward from Waynesville, Ohio, spinning away, trying to wiggle his way free. This is great defense from Fort Wayne. Not giving up any space. Kepner really kept Martini on the strings. And it's Kepner getting involved in the play yet again. Breaks up that one. The scrum in the corner. Ball close to the boards. Fort Wayne in transition, but a smart play and heads-up play from Lane to slow things down and ensure that all of his players and he have numbers. Lane feeds a high pass inside, somehow snagged by Watson. He has to go retrieve it in the right corner. Spins away, inside dump, shot. Sullivan had a rip. Still possession with Fort Wayne. Reyes, inside shoots, a low bouncer. He just wiggled his way free, but yet again, Dayton's netminder standing tall. A lot of players electing to shoot a bouncer, and the netminders are starting to figure out how to read the bounce off the court. Martini in the left corner. Pass deflected. It ends up in the stick. A high shot. That one hits the netting. Fort Wayne's chance to go on the attack. Pass up top, one-on-one. Barney shoots, dances around the crease, and finds the back of the net. Just how quick things can turn from defense to offense. Barney gets Fort Wayne's 9th and his 2nd of the game. Just when you think momentum lied with Dayton, it's Fort Wayne the ones who answer right back. But it's Dayton who have the ball now through Markham. One of the transition players from the Bombers. One of the taller players on the team too, standing at 6'3". Another shot. Consecutive possessions where shots have hit the back net. Dayton tries to break out. Casper Turner hands it off left side. Ball ricochets near the crease area, picked up by Dayton. He's triple teamed, goes into the bench, and he does go down. Referee immediately comes over and blows the whistle. Both of these teams really laying it out all on the line. As soon as the rebound comes, it's always been a fight to get possession of the ball. And it's Townsend again. He's really been the player that's taken all, or started all of the power play opportunities for Dayton. This will be Dayton's 4th power play of the game. They're 2 for 3. Majority of their goals coming with the extra man. Townsend thought about a shot, gets it back, steps into one. A nice save by Belote, goes down and doesn't let the rebound spill. Tries to clear it up top to Natsuko. That one bounces all the way back to the other netminder. Dayton's still on the power play. Martini collects the loose pass, bounces wide. Fight in the middle for it. Neither team can really get possession. Trickles all the way back. Dayton finally collects, but they hand it right back. Ray is in transition. One of the forwards on the right side. Just eating away some of this power play clock as well. Dayton not electing to press out even though they do have the extra man. Just deciding to sit 3 and then 2 closer to the crease. Spin shot. Whistle blown from the referee. As both players retreat back to the bench. Dayton ball. Townsend likes to stand in that middle spot. Hands it off to Strutter, who shoots. And he gets it in. Townsend to Strutter. You can bet money on that one. How many times have we seen that? Chandler Strutter gets his 2nd of the game. Dayton's 3rd on the power play. And they're starting to chip away at this Fort Wayne lead. Spaeth meets at the face-off circle. Bounces it to the left side, and it's Townsend who picks up the ball. Works space in the middle. He shoots. Belote with the block. Well, the second quarter really has flown by. 2.5 left to play. Fort Wayne up 9-5. Dayton's goals courtesy of the power play. Fort Wayne's goals really coming from all different directions. And there's another one added by Fort Wayne. They're in double-digit figures, and it's only the second quarter still. They lead 10-5 over Dayton. And just a great team goal as well. It's another instance where Dayton's starting to get more and more momentum. Fort Wayne immediately goes the other way and shuts it down. Kepner on the right side. He's one of the only lefties, not many on the team, but he's one of them. Makes a run inside. Receives the pass just beyond him, bounces off the boards. Goes in front of the crease. Sullivan's there to scoop it home. Doesn't trickle in. Gehring works some space. He shoots. That one bounces off the boards. Martini, the other way, by himself, shoots a rather tame shot, and Bloch just stands there and makes the save. Townsend, down low the other side, Chandler Schroeder yet again. The hat trick for him, and he just walks off and goes back to the bench. Referees are, though, gathering to talk things over, seeming just double checking if the goal stands. And it looks like it will. We have a good goal. So just when Fort Wayne trying to extend their lead, Dayton comes back. Naturally been where the score has been held. Around that 4 mark. Dayton still not out of this game. As that will do it for the first half. Fort Wayne with the momentum. They're up 10-6, but Dayton not out of it. They've been lethal on the power play. Fort Wayne up 10-6. Third quarter coming up next.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 120Z. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 120Z to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening. You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening. You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Offense really coming from Fort Wayne. Dayton not out of it just yet. They just trail by 6, and they've really been going through Chandler Strutter. 3 goals for him. And those offensive opportunities coming on the power play as well. Had 4 chances and have scored on 3 of them. So that's been a key to their success. And as for Fort Wayne, the key to their success is just moving the ball fast. A couple instances where the ball is on the defensive end and they're going to spring it all the way into the attack, and that's exactly what they're doing. Special shout out also has to mention John Bloat in net for the Rivermen. A couple of one-on-one chances he snagged and saved, and the same goes for Dayton as well. Third quarter action not too far away. Stay with us here on North American Talk Radio.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening. You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Leads over the Bombers 10-6. The Bombers, much of their offense coming on the power play. And as for Fort Wayne, they've had a nice spread out attack yet as well. Both netminders coming up with big moments, as it looks like the teams are just about ready to get this second half started. And there was a moment where Dayton trailed by as many as 5 goals, have now crawled back to make it a 4-goal deficit. Fort Wayne 2 goals away from equaling their highest tally this season. Albeit this is the 3rd game, but they scored 12 goals in their opening contest against Columbus Coyotes. They did lose that one at 20-12. But they're about a half hour away from picking up their first win of the season. Dayton also looking for their first win of the season and their first win ever in box lacrosse. Their inaugural campaign, their first ever game they played yesterday, lost 9-7 to Queen City. And they're 1 goal shy from equaling the tally set yesterday. And just like that, out of the break, it's a goal from Dayton. So whatever was said at halftime seemed to have worked, because right out of the gates, they get their 7th and equal the tally they set against Queen City yesterday. Fort Wayne still with the lead, a 3-goal lead, but momentum yet again in favor of the Bombers. And here comes Dayton yet again. A one-man show, takes it the distance, fires it below with the save. Barney, 2 goals on the day. He scoops that one and launches it all the way on the right side. Barney again directing traffic. Receives the pass back. Right-handed forward, spins. Dodges that side, loses the ball. Ends up in the crease area. Well, about 30 seconds into this one, Dayton scored, and now they're on their third offensive possession. Ball loose in the left corner. Picked up by Fort Wayne on the breakout. Sullivan had trouble controlling it. He's being hounded against the boards. Still loose. Those two are battling left and right. A great battle between Shackelford and Sullivan comes out on top for his team. A little bit of back and forth action there before Townsend picks it up for Dayton. In the middle, on the right side, shoots. Stings the left side, and that one trickles wide. More reinforcements on the way. Bolton enters the game. Fort Wayne with transition numbers, shoots, and he scores! Well, he had options to the left and to the right, but decided to take it himself. Fort Wayne with their 11th goal of the game. And that one, like more of their shots have had some sting on it. Fort Wayne in the green uniforms going from right to left. Dayton in the white ones going left to right. Both teams feeling pretty comfortable in this third quarter. Wasted no time getting on the score sheet. Martini, the 5'9" forward, spins, shoots. That one close. Schroeder on a hat trick. Works his way to the middle. Decides to rip one all the way from far out below. Not expecting it, makes the save. That one bounces out. King collects for Fort Wayne just behind the crease. Head up. Passes into the middle to Reyes. Drifts to the right side, switches the ball to his left hand. Double team, spins away from it to Kepner. Fort Wayne looking for their first win of the season. As Nitcher spins inside, he shoots, goes into the crease. Ball stays out, another save by the netminder. Fort Wayne really peppering the Dayton defense. This game is being played at the PSM Ice House, which is one of the largest and newest arenas here in Indiana. And Fort Wayne looking at home too, 11 goals to the good, but that one a behind the back shot. Oh my goodness! A spinning down low shot. Dayton gets their 8th, and that's one more than they had on Friday. So even in their inaugural season, looking like they're playing pretty comfortable with Fort Wayne and just creeping things back in as well. Their second goal of the third quarter. Bombers come the other way with numbers right off the face-off, and he gets it. Almost goes in. Thought that when he jumped up there, it went in. But he was jumping for the rebound. Bolton, a right-handed forward, gets it back from Berger. Berger hands it off to Barney with 2 goals. Space on the left side, rips one. A low shot, but saved yet again by Dayton. 5 minutes into the second quarter, it's been a goal fest. Both teams going back and forth on the attack. Schroeder almost got it. Receives it back in the middle. Back to net. A 1-2 punch. Shoots! And that one almost goes in. Or that one does go in. So Dayton gets their 9th. And it's Chandler Schroeder pulling the strings yet again. Found space inside for his teammate. And don't look now, but the Bombers are steaming ahead. Fort Wayne's lead just now down to 1. And this one is turning up to be a fantastic game. You can't take your eyes off of it. Fort Wayne trying to respond. Warner shoots from the top. That one's rebound. And Dayton collects. On the breakout though, Warner snags and grabs it. Passes it down low on the left side. Space in the middle. A lefty shot from Kepner. That one bounces off the pipes. Goes to the right side. Fort Wayne still in possession. But a shot clock violation, and here comes Dayton the other way. Spring pass up ahead, just a little too much emphasis on it. Dayton somehow managing, he's trapped, double teamed in the corner, spins away from it. Hands it off to Schroeder. 3 goals to his name, steps in. Almost inches away from adding a 4th and tying the game back up. Gehring hands it off to Casper Turner, the defender. Springs it down low right side. Back to net, spins away. Nitcher wants the ball, does receive it on the left side. Shimmy steps inside, goes to the right, and it's poked free. Does get the ball back though. Double teamed Hands it off to the left side. That one off the boards. Dayton collects. Schroeder can't get on the end of that one. It's Rays in transition. Swim dodge inside. Takes it up the floor. Looks for a pass instead. Keeps it himself. It's being battered. Somehow still has the ball. And hands things off to Peel, who's on a hat trick. But Peel loses the ball. It's against the boards. Both of these teams really going at each other. They do say lacrosse is the fastest sport on 2 feet. And this is exactly why. You can't take your eye off of it. So a whistle here from the referees. It seems like Fort Wayne committed yet another penalty. Dayton goes on the power play, their 5th of the game. Dayton brings some reinforcements from the bench. Dayton's offense really has benefited from the extra man. 3 for 4 on the power plays. Trying to make that 4 for 5. Space up top. Schroeder bats the ball away. McCowan picks it up for Fort Wayne. That one's batted away again by Schroeder. And he's got a lengthy frame. He's 6'2", so he takes up a large portion of the lane to block. And he does just that. He wins the ball back for Dayton. Space and time, shoots. Sits down as he, or falls down as he takes the shot. And Schroeder just saying, hold on. Schroeder gets the ball back. The 6'2" defender just holds possession, fires it off right side, trying to feed it inside. That one's batted away. Townsend just has to send one towards net before shot clock expires. And the shot clock does expire. 10 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Fort Wayne's lead sits at 1. They're on top 11-10 over the Bombers. And it's Fort Wayne on the attack. Barney passes it off to the right side. Double teamed yet again is Bolton. A little 1-2 exchange, has some space, doesn't shoot it. Barney steps into a shot. That one's saved low. Well, that was read expertly well by the Dayton netminder. Barney starting to develop a signature shot. He does like the low shot. Martini, the 5'9" forward, hands it off inside. Fight for the rebound. Both players dive down. And it's Fort Wayne in possession. Puts on the Jets, although he's going to be stopped by the referee. And it seemed like someone lost their stick. Martini again. Hands it off left side. A step down shot. Schroeder collects on the right side. Hat trick to his name. Shoots. That one just wide. One-handed snag by Fort Wayne. They're coming the other way. Although don't know what's happening. Now it's Martini who gathers for Fort Wayne. Crosses the midfield. And elects to slow things down. 5 players behind the ball for Fort Wayne. Only 3 in the attack for the Bombers as reinforcements come. Martini, a one-man show right now. Spins, moves, steps into one. That one goes wide. Still possession belonging to Dayton. That one's a shot clock violation as well. These both teams really going at each other's throats. You can't take your eye off of it. Fort Wayne down the line. Casper Turner. Hands off to Nitster, the righty forward as well. Works some space inside. Now receives it on the left. Dodges right side, shoots, and bounces it in. Brent Nitchter for the score. And that was just solo play from him. Dodges inside, found the angle, and fires it low. A common theme yet again. These players like to shoot it low. Fort Wayne won the face-off momentarily. But just as everything is in box lacrosse, a chaotic sequence, Dayton almost comes up with it. Reyes, double team, spins outside, shovel shots to lane. He slows things down. Fort Wayne with 12 goals matches their tally they had against Columbus. One more would be their highest of the season in just 3 games played. That pass thrown away. Regained a spinning shot. Brian Nitchter had one there. Just couldn't quite find the back of the net. And the Fort Wayne defense sets up. And here comes the Dayton Bombers. 3 offensive players against 5 for Fort Wayne. Nolan Colella was wide open in the middle for Dayton, just couldn't get the ball. And that one actually travels under his stick and will roll all the way to the other side for Fort Wayne. Just about 2 minutes left of the third quarter. The Rivermen up 10. The Rivermen up 12-10 over the Bombers. Reyes, left side, passes it off against the boards. Barney wants it. He won't get it. Lane in the lane, shoots a low shot as the player dives into the crease. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Dayton trails by 2. Lane really going at it against Martini. That's forward on forward in the defensive zone. Lane goes down hard against the boards and wins possession back for the Rivermen. They don't have much time to get on the score sheet. 20 seconds left of the third quarter. Shovel pass to Peel. Keeps the ball himself. Almost a hidden ball trick between him and Barney. Barney steps into a shot. Traffic in front. Diving effort. Saved again. What an end to the third quarter. Dayton really stepping and putting the Jets on. They cut the deficit to 2. Fort Wayne up 12-10. You don't want to go anywhere. The fourth quarter is just going to be as amazing as the third.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
And the fourth quarter is just about to get started. Both teams meeting back at the face-off circle. Dayton wins it again. In transition, shoots. Low shot saved. In the same way that Dayton started the third quarter, they start the fourth quarter in the same fashion. Just no goal to show for. Dayton with 4 goals in that third frame. And they're looking to add another one. Shot off the edge. Saved by Below. He starts the counter. By himself. And he puts it in. David Kepner, no one with him. And he finds the back of the net. So the lead back up to 3 for Fort Wayne. The Bombers got an early goal in the third quarter, but now it's the Rivermen. That's their turn to get an early goal in this fourth quarter. Rivermen win it off the face-off again. Bolton on the left side. Spins out. Brent Nitschner calling for it. Has 1 goal in this game, the righty forward. Hands it off to a lefty in Gehring. Ball bounces all over the place. Scooped up by Bolton. Hands it off to Watson. Springs it on the left side. An inside shot by Lane. Shoots. And he finds the back of the net. So Fort Wayne, back-to-back possessions with goals. In the lead, back up to 4 in the blink of an eye. They're back in control of this game. This game has really been back and forth. The largest lead stood at the first quarter for Fort Wayne by as many as 6 goals. They're inching back closer to that margin as Reyes brings it up the floor. Fort Wayne in no particular hurry to get on the score sheet. Kepner just scored it, almost backhands it at X. Dives in. Almost snuck it between the legs. That would have been a fantastic goal. Now the other way, the pass just ahead of Dayton. Has to fend off Fort Wayne, and it's Fort Wayne who comes up with it. They have transition. With numbers, one-on-one on the right side. Doesn't shoot it. Goes back to X. Well, in the left corner. He wanted the ball. He was calling for it. Just couldn't get it. Patient offense. Spins inside. Another diving shot. That's 4 times now Fort Wayne has dove to get a goal. Just can't sneak it in. Fort Wayne 11 and a half minutes from picking up their first win of the season. A 20-12 loss against Columbus and a 13-10 loss against Queen City. And this is their 3rd consecutive game scoring in double figures. As for Dayton, Chandler Strutter finds a lane, and he puts that one in the back of the net. Well, majority of the offense coming from the defender and Chandler Strutter. His 4th goal of the game. And Dayton not going away quietly. With under 11 minutes to play, they certainly have enough time to creep back into the lead. Bombers in transition. Double teamed on the right side, swatted down. Peel almost got into it. A shot goes wide. Martini collects the rebound. The possession goes to Fort Wayne. Springs up the floor. Lane. Down low left corner. Shoots. Nitschner finds the back of the net. Well, that was a heads-up play there from Lane. Saw Nitschner open. found him. And in the blink of an eye, Fort Wayne, looking like how they played in the first half, the lead sits back up at 4. Rivermen on top 15-11. It's aggressive defense, and it works out for Fort Wayne. Lane just provided the assist. Didn't take it himself again. Unselfish. That one almost creeps home. Reyes switches the ball to his left hand. Or right hand, excuse me. Passes it off to Sullivan. Fort Wayne having both players stacked on the corners. Bolton drives inside. That one bounces wide. In possession and flips to the Bombers. Schroeder, 4 goals in the right corner. Tried to find a teammate inside. Pass just didn't quite work out. Atcher, 1-on-1 in the right corner, spins away. Maybe could have found a teammate down low and sets to keep possession. The ball bounces off the boards. Watson collects, turns on the Jets, drives inside, shoots. Saved again by the Bombers. The rebound goes to Kepner, and he finds it. He squeezes it home. Oh, the referee waves his hands. This goal will count, though. Fort Wayne up 16-11. About halfway through this 4th frame.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Fort Wayne looking to add on to their tally already. That one's just thrown away. Well, Fort Wayne is one of 14 Senior B teams in the Eastern Conference. Last season they had 3 wins and 3 losses. This season looking to pick up their first win in their 3rd game. And as for the Bombers, they're playing in their inaugural season but have 11 goals in isolation play. They are a great stop. Or excuse me, that one goes in. Well, that's the 4th time this game that the outlet pass has been there in transition. Alone on the other end, and Fort Wayne goes the distance. 17-11, the score. Spieth tries to win possession back for Dayton. The 5'10 transition player. He does win it off the face-off. Immediately on the break, shoots it himself. Ball bounces all the way past midfield. The Dayton netminder comes out and springs it forward. Dayton Fort Wayne just as they've been doing all game. Really hard to get past the midfield line, and they stop in transition again. Peel had possession for a second, loses out, and the teammate comes to collect the rebound. Kepner, right side, tucks the ball loose. Backhanded pass, Peel shoots on the doorstep. Ball bounces all the way down near below, but he stays in his crease. Fort Wayne with 20 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Lane passes it left side, sets the screen. Barney frees himself in the middle. Triple team dives into the crease. Oh, he loves that diving shot. Just can't quite get it past Dayton. His second time doing that in this game. Barney now still with it in the corner, shoved against the boards. Shot clock winding down. The shot clock does finally expire with Dayton offense. Has their chance to go on and get on the score sheet now. Heaved forward by the Bombers. Martini. Passes it off, sets the screen, wants the ball back. Colella's going to keep it himself. Feeds it up top to Shackelford. Right side, Schroeder wants the screen, uses it. Almost had the angle, but it was great defense by Casper Turner to prevent the shot. But that one, you can't prevent that shot. Dayton scores with 5 minutes left. They have 5 minutes to get 5 goals. Fort Wayne still in command, 17-12. Won again by Fort Wayne. Watson on the right side collects it. Steps out behind and passes it off to Bolton. He fires it down low. 1-on-1. Lane spins. Can't quite find the back of the net. And it's a great stop again by the Dayton netminder. Garrett applies some pressure. Forces the turnover. Scooped up by Watson. He loses out. Dayton shoots. That one bounces wide. A chaotic sequence for a second there. With under 4 left to play, Fort Wayne still on top, 17-12. And it looks like Fort Wayne is going to take this one. But not before the Bombers can say anything about that. Below makes the block. Springs it out wide to Sullivan. Collects it off the boards. Passes it middle inside. Gehring had it momentarily. A scrum for it. Players flying left and right. Nobody coming up with the ball. Finally, the Bombers collect it just behind their crease. In transition. 1-on-1. Slows things down. Miller joins the defense for Fort Wayne. Players diving again left and right, leaving it all on the line. But it's Fort Wayne on the breakout. King passes it offside. On the other rebound, shoots. He can't quite get it. Watson had the shot spinning away from net. Game really picking up with 2.5 left to play. Fort Wayne in command, 17-12 over Dayton. Atsuko fends off one, still has the ball by himself, works the angle, shoots. Saved yet again. But a power play coming for Fort Wayne. That was great work from the defender, Natsuko, to free himself from the mess, find a shot off, and draw the penalty. Barney has the ball at the midfield. He has 2 goals today. Dayton's found it tough to stop him, but they found it tough to stop the entire defense as well. Most of their momentum coming in the third quarter. Barney fakes, passes left. Some quick ball movement by Fort Wayne. Barney free, steps into a shot, bounces off the netminder and into his stick. Looking to break out. Launches it forward. Finds Townsend 2-on-1. Spins inside, needs some help. Takes it himself, works an angle inside. Just can't quite get the shot off, loses it at the last second. Bombers still with it. Martini on the left side. Works the angle, he does take a shot. But not before the referees can blow the play dead.
John, you have a keys? Grandma needs something.
Martini did pick up the ball. But Belote talks to the official. 1.5 minutes left to play. Play resumes now. Peel on a hat trick. Outside to another goal scorer in Barney. Fakes left, passes right. Peel had it momentarily. Works the angle for Gehring. His shot goes wide. Fort Wayne still on the power play. Dayton has 3 players. So it's 4-on-3 action. A spinning shot saved again. Nitster shoves down one of the Dayton players. He'll go to the bench. Physical action brewing up with about 1 minute left to play. Dayton on the attack. Being hounded in the right corner. Bodies flying everywhere. Shovel passes it. It bounces up. Steve King collects for Fort Wayne as the clock stops. Fort Wayne still on the power play. Although Dayton seems as if they might be able to collect the ball. And they do just that. 40 seconds left. Reyes all by himself in the Fort Wayne offense. Gehring in support. Reyes receives. Shields it, passes it left side. And Fort Wayne is just really content to hold possession and run the clock down. They'll take this one over Dayton 17-12. Reyes just wasting away the seconds, waiting for that buzzer to sound. Spin moves, maybe time for one more shot, passes it off. Gehring fakes and runs the clock out. Fort Wayne picks up their first win of the season, 17-12 over Dayton. Fort Wayne is up and running. And for Dayton, they hung with Fort Wayne all game long, especially in that third quarter. Made a lot of use on the power play. In the end, just fell short. Well, you've been listening to North American Talk Radio. Fort Wayne takes it 17-12, their first win of the season.